Flexx Morgan sneaker room. So much soul about to bust out the room. All different flavors, way more than 32. From these shoes, you can't mess with these dudes. Nike Reeboks, about to sock the knees. Golden Goose is on dude.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Soul Brothers, hosted by yours truly, Flexx Luther, and none other than Morgan Sneaker Room. What's up? What's new? And how you feeling, my guy?
Well, if you're on YouTube, how I'm feeling exposed. I'm feeling naked. I'm not feeling like myself, man. I made a deal with the tennis team that I coach that if they raise $10,000 in 2 weeks, I would shave my beard off, and these did it in 24 hours.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. I checked, and I'm like, dang, that's 10,000 a lot of money. They not gonna get that far. It was like 9,425.
I was sick, bro.
I was like, oh, they might just actually do this in a quick amount of time. I was like, yeah, I'm willing to do 250. And then I went back and it was like 750. I was like, wow, I don't think I'm gonna need to donate anything. And then next thing I know, next time I see you post, the beard was gone. I was like, wow.
Yeah, man. But what it's let me know is that, like, hey, I need to run, man. I need to cut the calories a little bit because my jawline is a little bit softer than I was anticipating.
All you gotta do, man, is put you on a hoodie. And just go. Because, I mean, you know, when you're training and working, like, I know you're burning calories. So just double up when you keep that hoodie on and you'll slim down.
Yeah, got to do that.
I really felt like, I thought you were, like, doing it because you had plans to, like, cut it for the wedding anyway. So I was like,
nah,
he's going to cut it for the wedding.
Nah, the wedding, Caitlin wants me to keep my beard. Like, she doesn't like the beardless look. Yeah. So, like, I cut my beard during COVID, and, you know, just because I was bored. Mm-hmm. And, man, they were killing me. Like, the following fall. So, like, we had already been in lockdown all summer. And this was, like, end of the summer. I shaved my beard. Everybody was cooking me. My friends from the military said I looked like a drug dealing naked mole rat.
Wow.
Which is a crazy thing to think of, and it's even crazier to say. The tennis team fried me, but this time it was different, man, because they were like, "Oh yeah, bro, they were killing me, bro." Like, I really had to put up my best self-defense on them, man. Like,
wow,
they were really killing me.
No, man. I mean, I salute you, man, because you've talked about why you grown your beard out in the first place, and you're pretty much your emotional attachment to it. It just shows, you know, how important your job is, and how important those young teenagers and kids are to you. So I salute you on that.
The kids come first, man. The kids come first.
Love the kids.
Love the kids. So, if you're watching on YouTube, the shock and awe is over. My beard isn't going to grow back overnight. Maybe by the time this episode comes out, I might have a little something, but...
I was going to say, bro, I don't know, man, because I'm still struggling on here. I think I'm like 3-4 months
different
strong.
I'm different than you, bro. We are not the same. We are not the same.
So, 3-4 months from now, you'll be back at least. Yeah, you're going to be covered. You're going to have some coverage.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So,
yeah, for sure. So
it won't last long.
Let's get into what we wore today. You want to go first, or am I going first on this one?
I'm gonna go first because I ain't really been doing nothing. Just kind of been chilling around the crib. I did go out today. Went for a quick pump gas, fill up the car for the week, and the Cool Kais.
Oh, my bad, Cool Kai. My bad. I said reps. My bad, man.
Yeah, you're confused. Your beard has took away some of your knowledge and intelligence.
I'm like Samson.
Now cut your strength off.
Cut my hair.
Yep, your strength is gone. We always talk about it. I feel like I always talk about it, and I just want to know what's the difference between. Okay, no, let me change that. Boy, they're gonna
there we go.
Field day with that.
Here we go.
I just want to know. I just want to know why everybody is what they always say. No idea is original. Every great creator copies another creator.
Everything is derivative.
And then when Cool Kai did, he not creative. I can't fool with it. He ain't creative. He ain't creative. But I thought every creator copies another great idea, and everything stems from something, and nothing is original. And I mean, out of everybody that's been doing this, not once as if he went with the Air Mag colorway, the Travis Scott colorways. He's always come up with his own concepts and his own colorway. Everybody else, they always go with the different looking, the same, the fragment colorways, the Travis Scott colorways, the mochas, anything that's hype within sneaker culture, they're going for it. So I'm sticking with my guy Cool Kai. Yeah, you gotta put some respect on his name. He just had a collaboration with Nordstrom with the dress shoes.
With what? With who?
Oh my god!
Who'd they have who do you have it with? He had a collaboration with whom?
The high end retail marketer.
High end?
Yeah.
No. Oh, what's that place? What's it called again? What's it called? What place you talking about?
I don't know. You can pronounce it. It might roll off a little bit of now. You ain't got no hair in the way though. No. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got ammo now, bro. I got ammo now.
I didn't even know he did that.
My business, I got more hair on my face than you do. That's crazy, bro. Woo.
I hope you're happy. I hope you. Only 1 week of this, and then I'm gonna have you again.
Yeah, probably.
So Nordstrom, I didn't realize that Nordstrom and Cool Kai had a collaboration.
I think no. I already got somebody already told me I need to do my research before I start talking junk. But I feel like you're saying that wrong. But whatever.
Nordstrom. Hold on. Who told you that? Who told you need to start doing your research before you start talking junk?
Now, because somebody watched the episode about sneaker politics, and it was like, why didn't you just Google it? Like, why would you go in there thinking you're right?
About what? Hold on. What?
The sneaker politics, the Sherry Cheesecakes, New York. And I was these are sneaker politics. Like, it was like, why didn't you just Google it? Like, what made you go on there? What made you go on there and be so confident and still be wrong? But you know.
We already had it. Was it Matt Hatfield?
Shut up, man. Oh, you didn't get your hoodie, did you?
I did not get my hoodie.
That's why. So they did. He did. It was it's like a dress shoe, like premium leather. So what a lot of people don't know is with the whole lawsuit thing, I feel like some way his lawyer put it to he pretty much didn't have enough to pay for that payout of like how much. I guess the agreement was let me sell whatever I've already created and made to give you that amount. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's kind of how it went. That's what makes most sense because you're not going to keep doing it after you just got sued for $1 million just to So I'm pretty sure they gave him the green light to release whatever else you have, whatever already been produced is already in production. You can give him some money and quit because he's already got a runner, but I seen that runner. It looks a lot like something else. But, you know.
Well.
So
speaking of runners, what I wore today from my friends at Extra Butter, they were nice enough to send me the
Extra Butter and Bernie.
Yep, Brooks and
those are clean. I like those.
Yeah, they are clean. This is my first pair of Brooks in the collection.
Remind me of the Dark Frog Kobe's.
Yeah. So they did a Brooks collab. And yeah, this was just a really, really cool shoe. This is what I wore today. Threw on some baggy pants and went out have some bag. With the extra baggy and the extra butter. Yeah. Right? The fit was fire. It's on the Instagram now naturally. But yeah, really, it's a really cool shoe. I like that that's the thing about Extra Butter, right? And we're going to kind of get back into our conversation about collaborators, but they are always going outside the box. Always going outside the box. I mean, they're doing a Brooks, like who else is doing a Brooks collab? Who else in streetwear is doing a Brooks collab? Now, there's nothing more popular right now than run clubs for mid 20, early 30 singles to meet people. So that's part of it. Like tennis is having a moment, and so is running. But just to wear casually, like I told Bernie I was going to get a fit off. I can get multiple fits off with this sneaker, and I'm a man of my word.
As we can see.
So would you ever like I know that you go to the gym and you work out and stuff, but like would you ever buy like a modern new technology running shoe to wear casually?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah, if I like the shoe, I'm gonna wear it casually. I don't think I'm ever gonna wear a shoe for like what it's for. Like
that's fair,
I'm buying it to wear, not to play basketball, not to run. If it's a running shoe and I end up running, I run, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I go to the gym and work out Concord 11s, or I might go and then work out with some actual like weight training shoes, but it all depends. But I'm a fan of those. Like I said, I like the design. Definitely surprising because you know it's hard to create something like with when you think of Brooks. I can't really think of a model. It's like like they can get that one. They can you gotta really like I want to see what they're gonna do with this. So for them to come up with something that can stick in your brain and like, okay, that's actually intriguing. That's something that I can see myself wearing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Extra Butter and Bernie on that one.
Yeah, and they did a good job of kind of influencing how I styled them, because when I saw them, I went to their Instagram and was looking at the pictures and like how they styled them for the lookbook, and I was like, oh, I can do this. Like, this is great. But they had people who were running. We hear my dog, man. They had people running in the pictures, and then they had like people wearing them casually. I think one of the pictures was a guy with some raw denim on, and it just looked good. So yeah, they did a really, really nice job. Not an easy feat to pull off, but Bernie and Extra Butter, man, they knocked it out.
Yep, it's great. Our friends over at Extra Butter New York doing some great things, and we just got the announcement on the 23rd, I believe. J Tips is finally going to drop the long-awaited Omni 9s. Can't wait to see what that's going to be like.
Me neither. I cannot wait. Shout out Jason. Please. Anyway, so speaking of J Tips and speaking of Extra Butter, last episode we haven't, as we're recording this, we haven't even released last week's episode, just to kind of give you some behind the scenes, and we've already gotten some feedback on our re-ranking of Complex's top 25, or what is it, 25? Top 25 collaborators.
Shout out Complex, Brandon Dunn,
shout out. Yeah, I guess. Shout out Complex. Shout out Complex for sure. Shout out Complex for sure. So here's the thing, because I want to be specific, is that I think, and I get it, this is just coming from purely as a fan of sneakers and sneaker media, but I just get the feeling so many times that they are catering to a younger audience rather than like keeping it real. And I know keeping it real it doesn't turn into views. It does not pay the bills. So I get it, but at the same time, I also wanted to commend them because like making a list and thinking that we got a fire list and then having other people tear it down. I mean, we have an audience a fraction of the size of them, and we were getting text messages. At least I was getting text messages and DMs about our list. So, what was some of the feedback that you got from our list, man?
James Whitner at number 10 was insane.
Like, where they think he should be like, he should be better?
Ronnie shouldn't have been number 1.
Okay.
Joe was definitely over Salehi.
I saw, yeah. Teddy Santis, man. Teddy Santis was a big one that people were really upset about. And part of me is like, and this is where I don't like debating people because it's such a waste of time. Yeah. Because, like, Teddy Santis, right? People, you know, as far as like sneaker people go, like really, like the real sneaker nerds, like really dug in, entrenched sneaker nerds. When they hear Aimé Leon Dore, when they hear Teddy Santis, they're like, ew, he's whack. Same thing with Ronnie Feig, right? Like they're not rocking with them. But what Teddy Santis has done from taking a small store in New York City and then kind of using that to springboard himself into the creative director at New Balance and getting his own releases, and like, you know, he basically has, I don't know if he's got full range or full roam or whatever of the catalog, but like he's able to, seems like he's able to do whatever he wants over at New Balance. I don't know, but I just don't think people get that. I think they just see like, oh, bro, nobody's like checking for a Teddy Santis New Balance collab. Like it's not about that. It's about what he's done. I mean, he's taken ALD and used that to become, you know, the creative director of one of the oldest sneaker companies in the United States.
So he's the owner of ALD?
Yeah, say it. Don't say ALD.
I'm not.
Say it.
Say it. I'm not gonna do myself like that. Anyways, with that being said, I'm gonna need a better reasoning because this list was based off of current status. 23, 24 current status.
He is currently the owner of ALD. He is currently the creative director at New Balance. He's currently, you know, making seasons. I mean, I don't even know what season he's on of his collaborations. But I mean, there was just a pre-sale for the 850 V2, 860 V2, 8 whatever V2. And, you know, people got him, right? Like he is, I mean, models that people are going crazy for, they usually, you know, end up in Teddy's hands first. Teddy has the first shot at them. If we want to talk about in the past, we can talk about the 550. He was responsible for bringing the 550 back. The first pairs went through ALD. And then from there, it just went crazy, right? You saw them on everybody's feet. We're talking about now, I mean, it's 860 V2, like I said, 1906R. Like there are so many different things, and not to mention his collaborations that he just does with New Balance. So I think Teddy is not getting the love he deserved, and I think at 7 he should be higher. He should be top 5.
Glad we're no longer making the list because I would disagree with that. But I will agree with this. Now, I feel like we did a great job of being unbiased because a lot of people are like, oh, I fool with James and Joe and Jay Tips. Like, they're all those are great creatives, but we were doing something based off power, impact, and influence. All three of those things, and like who is hitting on all three of those cylinders, like the top five, you know, like influence, impact, and power of their collaboration. And if, like I said, I didn't know who he was, but like I knew who he was. Like if you said the name, I'm like, oh yeah, I've heard of him, you know, but I don't know exactly who he is. But I know his name rings bells because I hear it. And as me not being a consumer of that certain niche or community, but to still hear his name, it means something.
You talking about Teddy?
Yeah. It means something. So I mean, that's what you got to think about when you're talking about James Whitner. Like, are you hearing his name on all cylinders? Are you hearing his name?
Everybody knows who he is, man. Like that's the thing with James, is that I might not like everything that he puts out, right? Because I don't. I mean, I think most of the I'm in your shoes are whack. I'm not even so. They're not whack. But they're just not my cup of tea. The threes that just released, man, those are beautiful.
Really?
The threes that he did before, yeah, I like them.
I mean, I like them too, but like, I mean, the ones before that.
Oh, they're way better. Okay. But what was that, 2 years ago?
But I mean, the Black Pairs. I think Black Pairs is gonna be very accessible. A lot of people not turning in their raffles after complaining they're not hitting raffles. Now you say like, I really want these. Y'all want? Yeah. You want to grab them? I'm just like,
right, buddy. It's a good shoe. I mean, but then also what he's doing with social status, right?
Yep.
You know, I got a lot of the social status Mac attacks. I mean, that was something that I was really looking forward to. And I even tried to get on the marketing for that. It didn't end up working out, but I tried to get on the marketing, and his response was basically like, "Hey, they've got storytelling already," and man, they did. They had really good storytelling.
So he responded to you.
How do I say this story? I had somebody who knows James, I'm not going to say who, sent an email on my behalf, and that was his response to that person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair deal. Keep working at it. Make it a full circle. Next thing you know, you'll be head of the campaign next time.
I hope so, man. I hope so. Man. I wanted to play tennis in them. I think that was too easy. Because he was going a totally different direction with the marketing on that sneaker.
Yeah, but I mean, it still would have been nice. You could have did your own little side story, side mission for him. I think it would be unique if someone took a shoe and released it, had their own storytelling, but once they seeded out the pairs, have each person tell their own story of how like they connect to the sneaker, or, you know what I'm saying? That would be, you know, just everybody has their own little story.
You gotta make it like a video essay.
Yeah, you know, like this is me and the Mac Attack, blah blah blah, and this is my everyday life in the Mac Attacks, or this is
not a bad idea.
I know,
that's not a bad idea. That's fire.
Shout out to Portland. I know y'all.
Shout out, shout out Boston, Massachusetts.
I hate.
That's Saucony.
Come on, man.
I think New Balance too, and Concepts,
but and
Bodega.
A lot of places in Boston. I don't know how I feel about that. But that leads me into I've been watching the sneaker content very closely, just trying to find some topics to talk about. I mean, everybody's pretty much doing the same thing right now. Everybody's at a standstill, I would say. I mean, everybody's still producing content, but nobody's really like shooting for the stars anymore. It's kind of like, let me get this out. I know nobody's really watching in. Let me get this out. Let me review this shoe. Let me do some nice pictures. Boom. And as I always do, I always give my listens to all the podcasts, all the sneaker podcasts, and something that I have noticed two things. there are a lot of earlier sneaker creators and sneaker historians
Oh my gosh. Say
that
it again.
that are overly arrogant, that claim they've done so much for the culture, and if they were still doing this, and they will be on top. And my response is, we do not care.
Nobody owes you anything. Nobody owes you anything.
This it's kind of like the debate that we always have with new school basketball and old school basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Scoring 60 or 70 points was not heard of. Well, I can say not heard of, but it was not as common. Now you got teams that are 200, 160, 170 points,
Mm-hmm.
And no matter what you want to say, if you gotta be realistic, you cannot put the star players from back in the day and say, oh man, they will still be star players, they'll still be top of the game. They will probably definitely still be star players, absolutely. But would they be what they are to the game now? Absolutely not. You cannot say that you were the best sneaker YouTuber, best sneaker podcast when you were the only one. You had no competition. Of course you had everything on lock. Of course you were the one that everybody watched. Of course you were the first. You were the first and the only. You're on the island by yourself. Yes, that's your island until someone else comes there. America was something before it was America, right? There was people already there, and I can guarantee you they said a bunch of stuff, and we had Christopher Columbus that said he discovered it. It's all about perspectives and point of view. And when you're the only one, put your shoes back on and hop back in the ring. Put your shoes back on and dribble the basketball. And please tell me that you'll still be top of the line, top tier this, because we're here. We're here.
So, okay.
I know it's a lot.
the Christopher Columbus thing kind of got me. Kind of lost me, man. I was like, oh dang, Christopher Columbus, what's this man talking about? But yeah, like I think what you're saying, man, is that, and tell me if I'm wrong, is that these older dudes, right? These people who, I mean, even we look at TikTok, right? The ones who are creating content.
Not even some of the older dudes, just some people that's just been around longer.
Yeah. They think that the sneaker community owes them something, or that they deserve a certain amount of respect because they did it first. And while that's fine, right? What you're saying is like, turn on that camera and like make some content and see if you can still compete. But with that being said, I know we were talking before we started recording. I haven't made any content in like a week. When's the last time you made content?
It's been like a month and a half.
Yeah, outside of Soul Brothers content, I haven't really been making anything. And I mean, I hear it all the time on TikTok from the sneaker TikTokers are, I'll just go here, I'll just go there. TikTok really not messing with me, this and this and that. And I feel the same way. It's like, bro, nobody cares. Nobody cares, right? Like, if a month ago you were talking about, I'm not talking about sneakers no more, and now you're talking about, oh, you can go watch me talk about sneakers on YouTube, right? Like, bro, I don't care. I don't care. But what I want to know is like, what do the listeners, what does the audience want to hear about? Do you want to hear about, new releases? Do you want to see how sneakers are styled? Because that's what I like. I like trying to style sneakers. Do you want to hear backstories? Do we want to hear the storytelling? I think one of the things that sneaker creators need to understand, that by telling people telling people that you like the upcoming release, the hype upcoming release, telling people that you like that sneaker doesn't make you unique or different. Anybody with a camera can do that. Anybody with a camera can say, these are the Amamier 3s. These come out whatever. Yeah, this is a 10 out of 10. Could be sneaker of the year. Let me know what you think in the comments, bro. Anybody can make that video. You're not special. You just happen to get lucky and get that viral video, right? Like, you know, oh, these are the this is what's coming out on Sneakers app this week. Oh, did you see that the AirTech Challenge 2s just, you know, loaded up on the Sneakers app? What do you guys think about them? Like and follow. Let me know in the comments, right? Like, it's so simple. You're not doing anything special. You're not doing anything innovative. And my question is, what does the audience want to hear? What do people who use the app, people who are into sneakers, what do you guys want to see from sneaker creators? Because me, I'm just going to talk about sneakers because I love sneakers. My followers are going down. I'm not stressing about it. I'm not making a whole video crying on TikTok talking about I'm going to Instagram. I'm going to YouTube. I don't care. I'm just talking about sneakers with whoever wants to hear about them.
Yeah, I mean, I just create my content. I'm still holding my ideas for when I do get back in front of the camera and start creating some fresh content for like my page totally. I mean, I've noticed that things just work a lot better when you're not worried about them.
Yeah.
But I think it's a little harder for the ones that kind of got more of that spotlight and shine because they start making money off of it. They start becoming their full-time job. And the thing about being a freelancer is like there's gonna be slow moments. So when you get those large payments, you need to learn how to save and budget and all that good stuff.
So, and this is what I was talking about when I would talk. And remember when we would do those lives. I heard everybody saying like, "Oh, I'm trying to do this full time. I'm trying to do this full time," and I'm like, "Oh, you got kids, man! Like, trying to do this full time. Like, I mean, this is a trendy. Like, sneakers are trendy, right? Like, you have to be on top of the trends to do this full time. Nothing wrong with doing it full time, but like." You have to be in that top 1% of creator, not even one, I mean, less than 1% of creators to make this work full time. Yeah. And it's not, you know, being somebody, I mean, look, I work for myself, I work for myself as a tennis coach, and I know that I have to be on top of my stuff to make it work for me. I have to make sacrifices, and you know, some days I'm like, man, I wish that I had like a desk job, but then I think about it and I'm like, nah, I don't. With creating, it's that, but like even worse, like I get paid a good amount. You know, if I make 55 cents on a video that I spent 4 hours on, like do the math, you know? So yeah, I just, we are seeing the fruits of kind of, I mean, a lot of the things I thought would happen, because I was like, there's no way this keeps trending upwards. Like, there is definitely a bubble that has popped with sneaker content, and doing it full time is reserved for the top 0.5%, top 0.25%. It is not reserved for me and you who have less than 50,000 followers and people who have less than what we have.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, it's, you know, everybody wants to do it, you know, like my grandma used to say, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. And it's pretty much the same
pretty smooth.
thing. Yeah, somebody. But it's the same thing. Like, you got, for you to be successful, you got to fail sometimes too, and you can't get in front of the camera. Wow. I mean, it's not that.
Why does nobody listening to me? Why is nobody? Bro, TikTok shadow ban me. Yeah,
and it's not really that you're not creative, or, you know, that may not be the case, and sometimes it is the case. You know, you just had a ton of people that are watching, no longer, you know, out of 100,000 people, 10,000 is gonna like it. So when it starts to get lower viewage, then you're gonna get lower, exposure.
Viewage?
Yeah. Viewership.
Viewage.
I'm sorry. Viewership.
Lower views.
And
bro, I'm gonna do a like a video of just all the words that you made up today.
I'm not even worried about it. I'm not even worried about it. I'll send you 3 clips and you'll be out of your hands. Yeah, just it doesn't work that way. I think a lot of people are starting to get that, and I mean, a lot of people just don't know how to fail.
You say you don't know how to fail?
A lot of people just don't know how to they don't know how to react to it when they do fail.
React to failure, is that what you're saying? Yeah. I mean, yeah. I've seen people. I mean, it's like, and if you don't have a personality, I mean, I want to say a few months ago, we're talking about a creator who was he said some things that got him like in trouble, I guess. In trouble is a little bit dramatic, but he said some things, and then somebody reported them to like an affiliate that they were working with, and he was like, "Oh, now y'all mess with my money. Now y'all mess with my money." And it was like, I mean, but how much though? Like, how much money? Like, how much money we talking about, man? Like, it can't be that much. How much, bro? Like, if you mad about $20, bro, if you mad about, oh, y'all mess with my money, like, we not making that much money. Like, I've opted out of the creator program, like the monetization again. Yeah. I mean, it's like, why am I even with that? Like, why am I doing that? Like, all it does is, stress me out because I'm not getting any views. And then it's like, that I'm worried about. I'm not even worried about money, but it's just like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
So I've opted out of that. I've opted out of it again. But it's like, to me, this has never been about money. This has always been about just having fun, creative outlet. Yeah. So I just now I'm curious, like, how is that money going now? How is that check?
If it was 20 back then, it's probably 20 cents now. Because
it's not.
I mean, it is tough. I mean,
look, I got a $6 payout from TikTok a couple months ago, and I was like, I'll keep that.
$6 is crazy.
I got a $6
10 videos.
I was like, what's this for? I said, PayPal. PayPal got me. And so I went and looked. I was like, it's from TikTok. $6, man.
And they probably took $1.78 out of it.
Right. TikTok is gonna get theirs. And even like, even now with like going live, a lot of people are going live, and I think that's the new way to make money because of the gifts and stuff like that. And I had one live where I was just talking about sneakers. I had some time to kill. I'm talking about the sneakers, and so I see somebody just like they going up on the roses. And so I'm like, I'll bet, I appreciate the roses, man. Like, that's awesome. Like, this is fun, And so then I get out the live and it says earnings.
0.666.
It was like 67 cents.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, 67 cents I didn't have before, but like, how much is a rose, by the way?
Bro, I don't know. I know I used to.
I
know I used to, like, whenever there was like a sneaker creator. Oh my god, I always like send like 100 roses, but it was like 10 cents, bro. Like, I don't know. You get like 100 for like $1 or.
Is it like a penny a rose?
If that, I don't even think it was that much. But
so like, I'm seeing these videos now on TikTok. Yeah, because I don't know what your timeline looks like. Are you even? I mean, you're so busy. Are you even watching TikToks?
Bro, when I get on TikTok, I don't know what TikTok has become, but
Okay.
it feels
All right. So it's not just
nothing.
me.
It feels nothing
Okay,
like it used to feel.
bro. I
Nothing.
have seen for this weekend, bro. I've probably seen like 10 videos that have been like, oh, like send or send roses, send a
Hmm.
galaxy. Oh, thanks for the jets. And then it's like he's like, oh, I gotta find a more grateful streamer. Like he only says something whenever I sent jets or whatever. And
Yeah,
then it's like advertising for their live. And
it's
I'm
just
like,
it's
it's all
terrible.
jacked up, man. It's jacked up.
Yeah. Pretty much same thing with Instagram too, man. It's just kind of like you just scrolling, and I'm trying to look for something that's exciting. And not saying like the people that I don't follow are not exciting, they are, but it's at the same time, it's just like I feel like everybody has got to a point where they're not trying to go outside the box. They're doing what they've been doing. Like they stuck to a recipe. Like, okay, this is holding me a steady amount of views. That's what I'm sticking with. This is, reviewing a shoe. That's what I do. It looks good. I get my views off of it. I'm leaving it alone. I'm not changing the recipe. I feel like the only person that's really started to like try to change the content itself. Like, he's been doing I think it was skating on the last one he did. Then he was vlogging just everyday life. Like he's trying to change his entire content in general, really. He's trying to tie it into sneakers, but I feel like eventually he's gonna go off into like his own it's not gonna be really sneaker based anymore. But other than that, everybody's pretty much doing the same thing. Like, oh, that's great. I like it. It looks nice.
You gonna start saying Bible verses whenever you talk about shoes?
Why would you ask that, Morgan? What's the...
I just want to see. I'm just wondering. It was different.
That leads us into our next.
Hold on, bro. It was different, bro. He's trying something different.
Not into our next topic, but because it's pretty much the same topic. A lot of people had issues with the people on our list because they felt like they did nothing for the culture.
The culture. What does that mean, bro? What is the culture, Flexx? Can you explain that to me?
If you got to ask the question, then you're not part of it. But
oh my gosh, that's one of the worst responses, bro.
But oh man,
are we talking about sneaker culture? Are we talking about because they're like, oh, they don't do anything for the culture, and I'm like,
don't you do it? Don't you say? Are we talking about sneaker culture? Or are we talking about black culture? Because black culture and sneaker culture is the same thing. It stems from black culture.
Yes, it stems from black culture, right? But what are we are we looking at the like I understand that, but like are we talking about culture with the big C or culture with the little C, like sneaker culture?
My question is, I want someone to honestly give me a legit answer besides they still talk about today. What was it? The top 10 Off-White?
Yeah, the 10.
What was so groundbreaking about that?
Hold on, say that word again.
Groundbreaking. What was so groundbreaking about it? Bro, you listen too hard, but yeah.
Bro, I don't have the beard going up into my ears anymore.
Yeah, you just in there. But yeah,
I just think it was. You got to think he released 10 shoes at once. I know they were all the same design, but he released 10 shoes at once of iconic models. That hadn't been done before. 10 different shoes or 10 iconic models in Nike's history. Hadn't been done before. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. So, and I'm just trying to figure out when you put him up against some, and guys, remind you, like, I am not a fan of Ronnie.
Talking about Ronnie Feig, right? Ronnie Feig?
Yeah. for you to say that top 10 was so groundbreaking, but to downplay what your top 10 was so groundbreaking, to downplay Ronnie is crazy. I feel like it is, you like him or not, like you can't. Dude has what? This. I think this is a better way to explain it.
Mm-hmm.
He has forever in the culture. Now, is he for the culture? That's the real question. But
and
you can't take him out of the conversation.
His contemporaries will have said that he's not for the culture, for big C culture, right? We've talked offline with some people who have said like, nah, he's just some kid, kid who's vacationing in wherever every year and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is not of the culture that he portrays, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when we're talking about sneaker culture, everybody knows that I've been a Kith fan for a long time, and I like what Kith does. I mean, I'm a card carrying vitality tier member. I mean, 35,000 Kith points. I get early access to things. I've liked Kith for a long time, but when it's like, when I first got on TikTok, nobody knew what Kith was. Nobody on TikTok, at least. Let me go back. Nobody on TikTok knew what Kith was. And now we've got some of the bigger sneaker creators who are, oh yeah, I'm going to try to get all of the Kith Marvel joints, right? And some people will argue like, oh, well, it's Marvel. Everybody likes Marvel. Y'all not trying to get those Spider-Man and Deadpool, Deadpool and Wolverine Adidas that just dropped, right? You're not trying to get those.
Some things on steroids.
Yeah. So it's like just his growth, and he's collaborating with everybody, not just with sneakers, but like Star Wars and, Marvel. I mean, he had a whole collection with Marvel t-shirts and shorts and jackets and just all this stuff. He does the same with, did he have Lego? I don't know. He's done collaborations with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And Disney, Coca-Cola. Shoot, I'm losing my train of thought. Who else? Rocky, The Wire, The Sopranos. I think he did one with The Sopranos.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, like he's doing collaborations with everybody. Tommy Hilfiger, Polo. Who else? I mean, to say that he's not number one, and then whenever I'm asking, like, getting into debates with people about why they think he's not, oh, he's not for the culture. I mean, okay, that may be true, but what does that have to do with the power rankings? I mean, right?
Let's be honest. We got top creators and top spectators there in the culture now that's not for the culture.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that.
We got a lot of people for the big C culture that are wearing polo shoes, still wearing polo boots, right? Who's still wearing, I mean, they're wearing Jordans. There's nothing wrong with Jordans, but like, if we're talking about like sneaker culture, like we're looking outside of just Jordans. If you're wearing Yeezys regularly, he gonna listen. No, listen. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna look in the camera because he knows what I'm talking about. If you're wearing Yeezys, don't talk to me about culture. All right, I'm walking it and talking it.
Side pocket right now, because I need, if Adidas, if you're listening, I need for y'all to go ahead And whatever you're doing with this whole Yeezy drop, stop it. I ordered the Yeezy tactical military boot 4 weeks ago. Still ain't got them.
Hold on, bro. You got the 950s?
Nah, I think it's 350s, maybe.
No, 350s are the low top joints. 350s are the
Anyways,
okay.
Anyways, what I'm saying is you're gonna give these half off and do all this, and you not even shipping them out. Like, bro, just at this point, give them away for free. Like,
did you ever get your Yeezy pods, or did you cancel the order?
I canceled the order. Well, they canceled the order.
They canceled the order?
Yeah, because I put a dispute on my card. So it was like, I guess that's the way they dealt with it. It was like, oh, we just gonna cancel your order, you lame. But yeah, to that side pocket to that. But I'm just trying to figure out what is so. And I hate bringing up the Virgil thing because it's passing, and I just hate continued bringing it up. But I just, when people talk about him, and of course they're going to talk about him in a bright light as they should. It's just that they say these, so innovative, so creative, and then you have someone that you hate him, but you're still buying the stuff. Like, I don't think people understand. And I've learned as I got older, like, if you can make me love something you're doing, and I started out hating it, I truly gotta respect that. And that happened with Self, and that happened with Kari. Like, if I start out like not agreeing or dislike, for me to, like, you know what, that I have to be realistic and be like, okay, wait a minute, that's a respect factor. Like, maybe I truly need to back up, reevaluate, and look, and like try to see what they're trying to do, or listen to what they're saying. And then I found the respect, and I'm like, there's two of the most respected people that I respect now. I'm always going. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm always shouting out for Kari and Self. I was gonna say always going hard, but that sounded crazy.
Hey, yeah, I'm just playing. No, but I'm gonna be real. It's a good thing that that old boy kind of got you back in. Really kindled that relationship between you and Sneaker Fetish, man.
Man, shut up, bro. yo, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. For the people that know, they know. For the people that don't, you just ain't gonna never find out. But man, let's get into the showcase. Let's get into the
showcase. You going first?
Nah, you can go first. I'm still trying to look at these.
What you looking
500,
at?
500s, not 950s, 500s.
Oh, 500, the boots. I got you.
Yeah.
So before I was saying the general release of the year. No, that was last year. General release of last year was the Crystal Caves. The general release of this year, Air Thunder Max. This is the electric green colorway. I have all three of the general release colorways that have come out. I love this shoe. I might have even worn it earlier today or yesterday out to my tennis lessons. But yeah, this is such a fire shoe. It's become kind of like a cult classic, and I'm gonna be real. Like, I don't remember this shoe in 1999 because I was 7. But
hey, I understand why you wouldn't.
Yeah, right. But like having it, I think this is the interesting stuff that Nike needs to keep doing, is go in the archive and bring out some interesting sneakers from yesteryear, right? Like, what's the harm in that? So, yep, Air Thunder Max, women's sizing on these. So this is a women's 12 or a men's 10.5.
I haven't had a chance to wear these. These are the Powerpuff. Are these the Blossoms?
Bro, did you not watch Powerpuff Girls?
I did, but bro, I can't remember that shit.
Bubbles.
Bubbles. Yeah, okay, this is Bubbles. She wasn't my first. She wasn't my favorite one. I was more fan of.
You were a buttercup. You were a buttercup guy.
That's the pink one. No.
Nah, that's a green one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was a buttercup guy.
Yeah.
So
I know a buttercup dude when I see a buttercup dude. That's for sure.
Crazy. That's crazy. I got these with I did a promo for Poison and they gifted me this pair. I still to this day feel like this is the most random collaboration ever. Like I just never saw the Powerpuff and Nike collaboration ever going down because like even though it is a classic, it's not like a mainstream classic, if that makes sense. It's not one of those like everybody will fool with, kind of like a SpongeBob or like
you're talking about Powerpuff Girls?
Yes.
You didn't have cable growing up, did you?
Yeah. No. But I seen Powerpuff though. Like it's still
Where
not.
You see it? Hold on. Where you see it?
At my aunt's house, she had cable. I didn't.
Bro. So let somebody who grew up with cable talk about this. All right. So yeah, Powerpuff Girls. I'm gonna be real. Powerpuff Girls was definitely rivaling SpongeBob back in the day.
Yeah, but who took the lead though? Like
you don't know. You don't know. Bro, call up your aunt right now, bro.
SpongeBob had spin-offs of spin-offs. Like, no.
Right. But I'm talking about back when they were making new episodes, when they were both making new episodes at the same time.
Morgan, listen.
Trying to silence.
Morgan, listen to what I'm saying. Powerpuffs definitely is indeed a classic. Always will be. But when we're talking mainstream, you were there. No. Ask somebody if they know a Bubbles or a Buttercup, or do they know a SpongeBob or a Patrick Star?
Bro, all you know is Dragon Tales, Caillou, Arthur, Clifford the Big Red Dog, Wishbone, all those PBS shows.
And I picked the most.
The Siamese cat. Sagwa, the Siamese cat.
I still love that show. And
I bet you did.
PJs on Friday. You don't know nothing about it. You don't know nothing about the PJs on Friday. You don't know nothing about that.
Zoom.
Yeah, come on in, Zoom.
Yeah.
Classic, bro.
That's Broke Boy TV.
Thank you, but them hood classic. But anyway, still, regardless, I feel like this is a very there was no build up to it. We did get the leaks, we did get the early news, but still, it just didn't seem real till we started actually seeing the shoes. Just like, oh, they're actually gonna do that. Wow.
So if any branch of Nike is going to do a a collaboration like the Powerpuff Girls one, it's going to be on the SB because they have so many different, if you know, collaborations, right? Like they got graffiti artists, they got, bands, they've got,
it only made sense for the SB now. Yeah, but I'm just saying in general, it just didn't seem like Nike will go down that alleyway. It just seems more of like an Adidas thing, because Adidas will kind of go off and just do some Home Alone collaborations. So like
Adidas would do a Sagwa.
That's what I'm saying. Like
and a Caillou sneaker, all patent leather.
Yeah,
all patent leather Caillou sneaker,
and it's gonna be on like the forum. It's not gonna be on like a actual shoe that anybody wears. But
people wear the forum. What are you talking about?
Oh my god, man! We're talking about. Okay, when we're talking about collaborations and we're talking about mainstream. Stop being so biased. God, bro, just because you love them don't mean everybody loves them. Just because I hate them don't mean everybody hates them. But we know there's not a mainstream shoe. It's not. It's gonna go. They're gonna put on the shoe that the people are not really checking for. Put on
PBS. Okay, so tell me this. All right, PBS is doing a collaboration, right? What
I would love no. You know what I'd love to see a Dragon Tales and Nike SB collaboration.
They're not getting Nike SB is not working with no PBS show.
Bro,
But Dragon Tales, you got one shoe.
Zach and Wheezy, one green, one
Zach
pink.
and Wheezy, one green, one pink, bro.
Then the oars with
the tongue of it is like the dragon scale.
Yeah, then you got like sparkles at the bottom of the suit.
Yeah, man. That's fire. I wish with all my heart to fly with dragons in a land apart. Yes, sir.
There we go, guys.
That'll be fire. Yeah. And then they gotta do what was the blue dragon?
Or
what?
Or the scary one. Or
was he like the main character, the main dragon?
It was a scary one. That was like that was Max, like that was his dragon. That was like his favorite dragon. And Weezy was Emily's like favorite dragon. Then they ended up getting like a little cousin. I kind of stopped watching it by then. They had like a little cousin, and they added another dragon. And then we had, what was the little pink one, the little short pink one? Oh, what was her name?
Oh, the girl.
Or was it Cassie? I think it was Cassie.
But how she get a human name?
But yeah. I mean, that would be. I would love to see that.
That'd be fire.
I think, Nike would. Nike SB would definitely know what some do, and I would love to see Arthur on a Adidas collaboration. I think they would do it some justice.
That would be fire too. And Arthur,
yeah.
I'm still waiting for the patent leather Caillou for him.
Yeah, not having them, bro. That should have been canceled and rebooted. I don't think Adidas wants anything to do with that.
What about Little Bill? Did you ever watch Little Bill?
Yeah, but it was just too watered down for me. I didn't really like it was not eye pleasing because it was like all paper 2D mache shit.
He was also at your aunt's house, probably watching.
Yeah, but I would skip that. We watching Rugrats and SpongeBob and all
Rocket
that.
Power.
Rocket Power SBs will be crazy too. Nike Collabs.
That could be next.
Adidas,
that could be next. I think we getting called for the Dragon Tales joint. That's fire.
Crazy. That's crazy.
That's fire.
They need to get like a what's it called? The iridescent, because got to have like the scale.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like even the tongue could be like the dragon scale. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of like
it's that iridescent right tongue. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like a pull tab right here.
Yeah.
With the name or Weezy, Zach.
Yeah. I like that. Call us Nike. Call us Adidas for the Caillou patent leather joints. I think
Saki loves do a thing though. I think I love really.
Hey.
I think the Pro Grid.
Let's talk.
All right.
A Caillou Pro Grid?
Ew, no. Dragon Tail.
Oh, Dragon.
We get a full pack.
Yeah.
Full pack. Different. Yeah. Get a Shadow 6000 in there. Omni 9s. We get a Pro Grid.
Omni 9 would be great for a Dragon Tales pack.
Yeah, because you can get like the scales and the tail and all the effect on the side.
Yeah. All right, man. What are we talking about, man? All right.
Well, y'all still ideas.
Hey, look! I know I forgot we were still recording.
Look, we got to put a timestamp on this, so when we see it, we can clip it.
Yeah,
that was the idea.
I need this clipped. This will be the first video that comes out.
I like it. But guys, there's our episode for this week. We appreciate you guys listening. Any closing remarks?
Nah, man. Thank you everybody for listening. Thank you everybody for rocking with us. And even if we disagree with what you guys think about our lists, we just appreciate you guys putting in your 2 cents. But I also want to say, try to make your own list because it's not easy. It is not easy. It's not easy. Yeah, that was hard, especially doing it with 2 people, man, who have different tastes and different styles.
Totally different tastes.
Man, look, I tried to tell Winona Kicks, I wanted to put Travis Scott at like 15. Yeah,
bro, I was trying to put Travis Scott like 4 at least.
Yeah, right. We were really fighting on that. So we're still having a lot of fun. We're still having a lot of fun with this. And again, we appreciate everybody listening. That's all I got.
All right, guys. You know, as we always say, peace, love, and sneakers.
Peace.
Courtesy of the most consistent sneaker podcast out there.
We
Peace.
are pretty consistent, aren't we?
So, brothers. So, brothers. Retro 7, Retro 3s, Metallic 7, Retro 11, sitting on freeze. They got